It is girls' night out. Woohoo! We're at the festa or the party at Idania Nova, and being English, we have arrived early to check it all out. Shall we go? Let's go! Here are all the bullfighters. Oh, look at these in their beautiful outfits here. And the people are waiting inside the bull ring. Good morning and welcome back to a new week. And look at the skies. We actually have cloud and I am so happy for it. I think it's still going to be warm today, but we're going to have this cloud cover. So it just takes that, that heat, the heat away, and it means that I can actually be outside, which is great news. So I'm going to do a few things outside in the garden for as long as I can, and let's see how the temperature heats up. And I just want to say a huge thank you to you all for all your support and kind words last week about Beijos the cat. And yes, I have looked in all my buildings and around, and he's nowhere to be seen currently. It's now been about 2 weeks. So I'm not really holding out that much hope. So if he does come back at some point, that would be amazing. Anyway, so last week was a bit of a difficult week. I'm not going to lie about that. I also had some other emotional stuff going on for me as well, which I'm not going to talk about here because it's a bit personal, but just to know it was a bit of a hard week. And even when you're living your dream life, you do get some tough weeks, which is life. So onwards and upwards, and let's do some stuff out here. I'm just going to try and clear up around this area here. And here, where there's all these still big rocks that need to get broken up some more before I can actually get rid of them. But I'm going to see what I can do around here to just tidy this area up. you can see how hard this soil has got. So this was the soil that basically got scooped over here with the rocks that I wanted to keep, and yeah, it's not easy to flatten it out, I have to say. And all these rocks that I keep picking out, they're like the stones like the house, and I am keeping them safe to use for lots of projects. Okay, so whew, I think that's enough for now. Can you see my face already? So although there's cloud cover, it's still really warm here. But okay, so this area now is looking a lot cleaner just there. So yeah, I think that's gonna just do for now, and I really need my friend Fernando to come back and help me cut up or bash up these other pieces of rock so I can get rid of them, because they really are a mess around. Okay, so another job that I wanted to do is to turn over this lot of compost that I've got in here and put it into the other side. And when my friends John and Michelle came, they bought me this nice really good pitchfork. So I'm going to put it to use. Thank you, John and Michelle, and see what I can do here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is where the compost is broken down a lot more, so that's looking good. So I'm not going to turn this bit over. I've just taken all the dry stuff off the top, and I'm going to give both sides now good water. And yeah, really need to get some more green stuff on the top here, and there is plenty of it around, so I can just go and pull some out and put it on my compost. So this male cat, the one that Beijos used to fight with, has started coming around here most days in the evening because Beijos isn't here to warn him off. And here comes the girl cat. Let's see if they share. So he is being the gentleman and waiting for her to finish, even though I've put some food in the other side of the tray now, and then after she's finished, he'll go and eat. Right, I am in the old kitchen, and as it's a cool day outside, so it's cooler in here, I am going to try and start to tackle all this stuff, because literally I just have, well, it is organized, but I have just put stuff in here and I've not been worried about just leaving it around. And now I want to clear this space and make it a nice, well, just to clear it so that I can see, or to start making it a nice space. So yeah, just gonna start. So this job is a little time consuming because I have to go through a lot of things and decide where I'm going to put them. Yeah, so it's good though that I have some drawer space in here, and I have this big box here is empty. And at the moment I've piled everything up on the top. So what I'm going to do, I think, is take everything off the top, and then I can put things inside the box and not then put things on top of the box. So obviously I can access the things inside the box, but it will make it look a lot tidier. This job over here, this is how it's looking now. Much clearer, but behind me is a complete disaster still. So a lot more work for me to be doing in here. So next week I must concentrate on doing this job in here, because it'll be so nice to just be able to come in here, have the sofa, which is standing up right over there at the moment, put that over by the wall over there, and yes, just make it a good space that I can use properly, rather than it just being a storage area. So look who has turned up. I was just outside watering the plants and I heard him crying from across the big field opposite me, and I called him and he has come. And I think those of you who said about the other cat kind of causing him to go somewhere else is true, because the other cat is around and he was very hesitant about coming back. So I think Beijos might have to stay with me in the house tonight. I'm just so happy to have him back. So even though Beijos is inside the house, look at the other cat and Beijos' reaction. Okay, I'm going to defend Beijos. Shh! To the pain, Beijos, to the pain. Shh! Go on, shh! Go on now, go on. Maybe I shouldn't interfere. They need to sort it out for themselves, but I don't want him driving Beijos away. And actually, school the dog is really good because he will chase the brown cat. Look at him. Ah, it's a difficult situation. Look at him. This is so funny. Beijos is checking out the picture I have of my cat that I had about 20 years ago, Dusty. And they are quite similar, as you can see. He's not allowed on the worktop. Right, Beijos, off you go. You're not allowed up there. No. I have bought my first 2 planters for the courtyard area, and in them I have planted some pink geraniums. They're all slightly different colours of pink, and just to give some colour to this outside area here, just outside the door. I want to say a big shout out to Mary for her idea of making a pool cover. And I have this light plastic weight material here, which is big enough. I just need to measure it out and cut it. And then I'm going to use this with a couple of poles to make myself a pool cover. I don't know what was cut there. Okay, I'm just trying to give myself a line to cut across. Ah! Beijos! You crazy cat. Sorry. No. So I really enjoy doing anything that involves water, as you can imagine, being so warm here. And I'm just going to do this job quickly now. It's getting hot out here, and literally this sheeting, once I've washed it, it's going to dry in 10 minutes, even less than that. Let's just get the hose. Beijos. School is Beijos' guardian. Ah, isn't that wonderful? So as long as school is here, the other cats won't come here. And Beijos knows that as well. Welcome back to the dream room. And you can see behind me that things have progressed with the map. I've actually put some fairy lights along the top there. And for me, they really represent the stars, because the stars are just something I love looking at, especially here because there isn't much light pollution, and at night you can see there's so many stars here. It's absolutely amazing. And the other thing that I am inspired to talk about today, before I show you some other things over behind me, is regarding the Olympics. And I was watching the opening ceremony of the Olympics, and what came to mind and what was being talked about was all those athletes who have managed to get to the Olympics. You know, they have been working towards this dream of theirs for a long time, I should think, for many, many years, some of them. And it's a really big dream, isn't it? And it just goes to show that, you know, you can achieve these dreams that you possibly imagine are out of your reach. But, you know, once you have that belief and you start taking those baby steps, the action steps, just little ones towards it. So the Olympians, you know, they probably started life, some of them as children, just going to a gymnastics class or a running class or whatever it is that they love to do. And that's how it started. And it just gradually progressed from there. And that is how you achieve your dreams. And all those athletes, I know that obviously they want to win medals, but even if you don't achieve that end goal, even if they don't win that medal, I am sure there is a point that they recognize that it has been an amazing feat, that they have achieved a dream by just participating in the Olympics. And that must be such an amazing feeling. So those are my thoughts on the Olympics. And now I'm going to show you just something that I have done here behind me, because I am just taking baby steps here with this dream room. So I have started to put on all my little hearts of places that I want to visit, like the Dolomites in Italy. I want to go to Cappadocia in Turkey. These are examples. Montenegro, and there are little gems in Australia and over in Northern America and South America, or no, Africa. Cape Town is in Africa. I've by no means finished putting my little star hearts on here. And one thing that is here as well, which is a desire that I have and something that I am going to do. I know I'm going to do it because I've already started to take the baby steps. And so down here, we have got the sign for the Camino way. And the Camino way is a pilgrimage. You probably have heard of it. You can do many routes from France through Spain into Spain, because you end up in Santiago de Compostela. And it is a pilgrim walk, and you can walk, it's a minimum of 100 miles, I think, or it might be kilometers, to achieve the certificate at the end. But of course, like I was saying, you know, it's not necessarily about the end result, but the journey. So down here, my little baby steps are that, well, first of all, this has been on my dream board for a couple of years now. And I made this little thing here. And so, yeah, for 2 years, I've been thinking about doing the Camino way. And now I have got my passport. So this is what gets stamped along your route. I have bought the book on the Camino Portuguese, because the one that I want to start with is the one that goes from Porto, and I think don't know how many miles that is. 200 and something miles, and it's going to take maybe 3 weeks, something like that. And I have my walking sticks here, and I have a whistle just in case I need help. And then this little beauty here. And again, this is something that I had painted for me about a couple of years ago. And you can see on the back, it says the Camino walk. And Helen Birchall is the lady that painted this stone for me. And this stone comes from the beach of Sussex. And it is quite a heavy stone, actually. It is quite heavy to actually carry with me, but it has this heart with the angel wings on it, which I absolutely love. So this stone is coming with me on the Camino way, because one of the things that pilgrims do is they take something of theirs. Traditionally, it's a stone, which you add to a pile, and people write on them, and they put their names or put the name of a loved one or something like that. And it can be like a letting go process. So there we have it. These are my baby steps that I have taken so far towards going on the Camino way. And just talking about that vision of mine, desire to walk the Camino way, I have a date in mind, and I'm turning 60 next year in May, and I want to end up or be in Santiago or Finisterre, which is by the sea, for my birthday, my 60th birthday, because for me, that would just be such an amazing representation of how amazing my life is, and what an achievement to have achieved if I have walked 250 miles. I'm going to check how far it is, but it's quite a long way. Yeah. And so I plan to, probably, go in April next year. So I'm telling you because I'm also holding myself accountable for this dream of mine. And that is something else that I would encourage you to do, is with your dreams, is to talk about them and share them with people you know, with your friends, because just by putting it out there, things start to happen, believe me. So first of all, this week's homework. Tell me in the comments, what is one of your dreams that you would like in your life? And the other thing I also want you to do this week is also, if you didn't tell me last week where you are in the world, if you could also tell me this week where you are, so I have it all on one video. And then I'm going to go through, and this week I'm going to put all the little stickers, different stickers on my map behind me of where everybody is. And that is going to be, I'm going to be so excited to see how many places in the world. I think we're probably in every country, well, more or less. Let's see.